بعد أقل من 3 دقائق ونصف نبدأ الدور النهائي.
So be ready for the first bronze medal contest for women under 63 kilo. Three minutes to go.
ما زالت 3 دقائق على أول مقابلة للربح الميدالية البرونزية في وزن أقل من 63 كيلوغرام.
Dear Judo friends, on behalf of the International Judo Federation of Tunisia, and from all our sponsors, welcome to the second day's final block, Tunis Grand-Prix 2018, Tunisia.
بالاسم الاتحاد الدولي للجودو وباسم الجامعة التونسية للجودو نرحب بجميع الحضور وجميع المتنافسين في الجائزة الكبرى تونس 2018.
Good afternoon and welcome to Tunis for day 2 of the Tunis Grand Prix. We're in the nation's capital, Tunis, the largest city of Tunisia. Situated on the Mediterranean Sea Gulf, the city of Tunis extends along the coastal plain and the hills that surround it. At its core lies its amazing ancient Medina, a World Heritage Site. We're going to begin this final block with the first of the bronze medal contests in the under 63 kilo category. This features Sanne Vermeer of the Netherlands. She's up against Catharina Hecker of Australia. And to provide expert analysis throughout this final block, I'm delighted to be sitting alongside former world champion Loretta Cusack-Doyle. Good afternoon, Loretta.
Good afternoon, Sheldon, and yes, welcome back to the final block. And as you can see, the difference here is the age, 19 to 25, and the wins 43 to 23. Well, Vermeer has got the edge on that, even though she's the younger one. And what a wonderful track record that young lady has at cadet world level and junior, and has an outstanding performance throughout the day.
The referee in the middle for this one is Frank Dirch of Germany. Chance for a few medals for the Dutch.
Well, they've actually had a great day, haven't they, the Dutch team? But real no surprises, is there? Because they do produce some fine athletes.
Yeah. Could have gone anywhere, that.
I know. They're starting off really well. Hecker has looked very strong today. strong, upright athlete. Very powerful as she brings that right arm round the back, controls very nicely. Vanera really looking a little bit untidy there, apprehensive. She attacked too quick and then paid the penalty for that. She's picked up one now, put herself under a little bit unnecessary pressure. Hacker, as you can see, that left hand on the lapel. Dutch girl trying to control that sleeve so it doesn't ride up too high, but it's not that left hand on the lapel, it's the right one that's around the back that's going to cause her the problems.
Yeah, Vermeer's got the slightly more defensive looking stance. She, turns side on, whereas Hacker's looking to, to face up.
Once more, Hacker right over the top there, controlling quite nicely. Vermeer comes under.
Vermeer's just trying to make Hacker go all the way across her body if she wants to attack her on that right side.
Well, she tries to come round the back and place the leg in front, but she's not having much luck with it. But there's the second Judo being awarded, but now to the opposite side. Hacker picking up that second one, and it's a bit of a settling process going on here, really. Both athletes trying to take control of the pace of this contest. Be the more dominant of the two, and that's a good strong attack there from the Dutch girl. Vermeer. Hacker, Oceania champion in 2017, 16 and 15, so 3 years on the trot.
She owns it, yeah?
She owns it, yeah. I think she can firmly say that it's the strongest in Oceania for this weight category.
Half the contest gone, no score yet. Just the two penalties up there.
And Vermeer, like I said, cadet world champion back in 2015. So obviously showing great potential. 2 or 3 now, coming up to 3 years ago. And finds herself here fighting for a bronze medal and a little bit overshadowed by her opponent at this moment. That maturity is starting to show here on the tatami.
Hecker's got the right build for this weight category.
She looks
athletic.
quite solid,
yeah.
and Vermeer is. She looks like she's surviving out there at the moment, trying to pick up what she can and what she's offered by Hacker. Oh yes! Hey, goodness me! Well, that was an attack. Shiguruma caught her really nicely there. The landing was a little bit awkward there for the Dutch girl as she landed right on the top of her head.
See, with the Koshiguruma, it's difficult to escape sometimes.
Yes, well, she couldn't escape that. There was not an
exactly.
intentional head dive.
No head dive there. She got
there was
planted on her
just
head. Yeah.
no control. Hacker just lost the rotation right at that crucial point. Romero must be a little bit stunned by that one. It wasn't a soft landing at all. You can see over she goes, but I think through the resistance of the Dutch girl, the landing was just a little bit more awkward for her. Once again, she catches it. So 15 seconds remaining, and Hacker leading, timing quite nicely that attack and getting the score. So the Dutch not looking too happy at this particular moment.
Yeah, this one's gotten away from her, I'm afraid. 6 seconds left to go. I've seen someone come back in 4 seconds, but
No,
I'm not holding out a great deal of hope here. Hecker
No,
picks up a
definitely
second
not.
penalty, by the way.
Well, I think a very convincing win there goes to Hacker of Australia. Well, she dominated. That maturity just shone out on this mat today. Taking full advantage and control of the whole contest, in my opinion. It's a gutsy performance for Vera.
This is third medal for Katarina Hacker at Grand Prix.
Job done.
All in a day's work.
Originally from Germany,
Yes.
Katharina Hecker plying her trade now in
Dear spectators, the highlights
Australia.
of this bronze medal contest on the screen.
I wonder if she actually bases a lot of her training over in Australia. Is she living there, or
I'm not sure actually.
it's a very tough landing?
I'll have to ask my brother, who's also based in Australia. Not that anyone at home wants to know that, but...
Oh, right. So it's a
The
thing
next
to-
bronze medal contest.
Right, we come to the
for
second of the bronze
60
medal
kilo.
contest in the under 63 kilo category. Magdalena Kasakova of Austria faces Lucy Rentschel of Great Britain. It's Kasakova in the white judogi, Rentschel in blue.
Well, as you can see, Rentschel with 63 wins under her belt, double the amount of her opponent. Very similar in age and grade and sort of experience that's been there, but it looks like Rentschel on paper has the slight advantage. That we would just tip the balance of been out there, but number two seed, I should say, has performed outstandingly today.
The referee in the middle for this one is Gostini Balas of Hungary.
Krysakova has had, like I said, a great performance. Well, both these athletes were tipped to medal here, I think, this weekend. Krukasova in Tbilisi last year picked up the gold medal and also in Hoyhot, a bronze medal, and Zagreb in 2016 a bronze. So she's quite familiar with these Grand Prix and Grand Slams. Have been in the finals as well as picking up bronze medals. But Lucy Rentschel, she was plagued by a few injuries for some time and has come back very, very strong. And as you can see with the Makakomi attack there, driving her opponent over. As last year in Abu Dhabi took a silver and Zagreb a bronze, and as a junior world bronze medalist. Real gutsy fighter. Has a tendency to pick up the shidos though, and has done throughout the day, making things quite difficult for herself. But gutsy competitor. Krysakova there, advancing on to Lucy, looking for the opportunity to take in that lapel, but Lucy defending quite well. Just to slip the arm around the back, it's pushed in front of her, and the Austrian there comes onto the back, looking for that opportunity in the Niwaza. Zakova now not liking the grip that Lucy's got. As you can see, she's maintaining her right sleeve as she comes across for a Makakomi. It is a real battle here to maintain their strongest grips. Neither one of them making it easy for each other. Only one Shido divides them. Renshaw picking that in the early minute of this match. So Renshaw throws that right arm over again into deep onto the belt, which she favours quite considerably. Just losing a little bit of control on the entry there. It can be very dangerous when she gets that hand on the belt. Favours the Ouchi Uchimata. The Ouchigari she's had a lot of success at. She has a real driving foot there. Zakova defending nicely there. Zakova there taking left hand on the lapels, swaps it over, going left for right. You're just trying to get everything.
Now, we've spoken about the length of time that Lucy Renshaw likes to take over her contest. She gets caught there. Elbows go down at the back as well. Right at the end. I'm just saying, you know, this is the kind of position that she's okay with.
Yes.
Long time looking at golden score, you know, doesn't phase her, and she didn't look phased, just got caught in that corner, in that far corner.
Well, when you play the edge, that's the problem. Not only are you focusing on your opponent and what they're capable of doing, but you're also focusing on how much area you have to play in. And Renshaw backed herself up into a corner there and really couldn't get out.
Worst possible time to give up a score when there's very little time to pull anything back.
And she'll be desperately disappointed in that.
Well, Kazakova comes out of it with a save, if you like, and by that I mean the fact that she'd come in here as the number 2 seed this morning, would have been desperately disappointed to have, you know, missed the podium. That isn't the case. She's up there.
Yeah.
Lucy Renshaw was the number 4 seed. She too would have come in here expecting to be on the podium. Unfortunately, it hasn't worked. Actually, she's got a 5th place finish.
Well, to be losing out to a very strong athlete you can accept. Making a mistake on a lesser athlete than yourself is most probably something you would find more difficult. But as you can see, both these athletes both deserved to be medaling here at this weekend, and sadly we're up against each other. Well, she looked very happy with herself there. Zakova takes the bronze medal, and she did that in style. There was a real battle going on. It was very interesting to watch.
We come now to the final of the under 63 kilo category. Tina Trsteniak of Slovenia faces Noichi Aimi of Japan. It's Trsteniak in the white judogi, Noichi in blue. The referee in the middle for this one, sorry, is Sharon Landstreet. Sorry.
Oh, lovely. Ahead. She's having a good day again today. Though you say they're looking at the profiles there, and the statistics, 106 wins. Trsteniak has absolutely amazing athlete, has been on form today, and as current Olympic champion, shows all the pedigree that she truly is, and she's up against Japanese that again has fought really well. Looking at the journey that she's had here today, she's defeated some very strong athletes.
Interesting little battle coming up here, because she's got really nice judo, has Nouchi. She moves very, very well, nice and upright. And it'll be interesting to see how Testagnac battles with her. Sporting a bit of a bruise under the left eye, I think. Testagnac got a bit of a whack this morning at some stage.
Testagnac really gets in. She digs in, doesn't she? And she gives it all 100%. And most of her matches tend to be the real battle and a half all the time. Testagnac there looking a little bit unsettled as far as trying to engage with the grips, not really getting her own way. Noichi first to settle on the grips. And the Ashiwazas there, lovely. Kosota stumbling her opponent down. Nice opening attack. Grips there from Noichi. Once again using her feet very cleverly. Testagnac really still hasn't settled into this final yet. Seems to be just backing out and taking second best to the grip. Tries to throw that left arm over the top. She's got a right hand controlling her opponent. But as you can see from the Japanese, she's got two hands on, nice and controlled, well balanced. Ideal for the Ashiwazas. She used her feet very, very well. She came across there for the Kosota at the same time. Testagnac dropped under for the Seoinage. Once again, Noichi looking for the feet, touching the ankle, stumbling her opponent slightly. Testagnac obviously fully aware of the dangers of the Ashiwazas. She throws that arm over the top. Kosota attack. Noichi. They're defended quite nicely. Good strong kumikata. Noichi now needs to start putting in one or two attacks. She's defending quite well. She's got good strong grips. Just taking her time a little bit too much because there's a lot of work going on there for Testagnac. Well, coming up to the last half a minute before we start venturing into the golden score. It's refreshing. There's no Shidos on the board, so both have been busy enough.
You know, he just got the style that allows that kind of contest to develop. She doesn't break down and just defend. You know, she's open and she's looking to attack. Testagnac has responded to that. I just thought it would be a nice contest to watch. Someone's going to go now.
Testagnac, well, both of them again, the Shido.
Well, maybe the referee just looking there and thinking, well, are you really attacking here? It's just, showboating, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. I haven't seen a big attack that threatened anyone, either from you or from you. So you're both going to get a penalty.
I think Noichi has had the better opportunities and has stumbled her opponent in a more dangerous way by using those feet. And that's the real danger for Testagnac, is the feet. So close.
Good strong attack.
Oh, that was a great attack from Tushenyuk.
Nasty black eye under the left eye. Hasn't started to close up yet, but it's just a bit of swelling there. Sounds like a boxing match, doesn't it?
No. I was just thinking, are we watching the same thing?
Yeah, she's taking a bit of a whack to the eye there.
Oh,
Another
yes.
good push, yeah.
Well, looking at where she landed, I didn't think that would have any effect at all on Noachi. I really didn't. I thought she was too far away, but just shows you the power that was generated through that, and the continuation of the move that gave her that win. Nice bit of judo there, and a well-deserving gold medal.
This is gold medal number 6 for Tina Testimania in Grand-Prix.
God, what a sweetie.
Yeah.
She really is such
What a
a
love.
real humbling young lady. But there you have it. She caught that shoulder, she pinned it, and then accelerated into the move. Just, it was the upper part of the arm, the shoulder. She didn't have the arm, she actually had the shoulder blade. And when you get that deep into a hook, there's no chance you're going anywhere other than with her.
She is really likeable every time you chat with her.
She's such a lovely lady, isn't she?
Nothing else, just interested in the judo. Right, we come now to the first of the bronze medal matches in the under 73 kilo category. Benjamin Axus of France faces Mezokhid Farmanov of Uzbekistan. It's Axus in the white judogi, Farmanov in blue.
Well, no head-to-heads. Axis, slightly 2 years younger than his opponent.
Referee in the middle for this one is Yevgeny Raklin of Russia. Now we saw a terrific battle yesterday from his teammate. That long golden score contest.
Oh, the 11.5-minute match that exhausted us just talking about it.
It was terrific to watch,
It was
though.
amazing, wasn't it?
Enjoyed that. Maybe they won't delay us this long.
Axis has he's impressed me quite considerably. There's kind of a difference of height between these two gentlemen. So he throws that arm over into the belt. Temiwaza Sumige, over he goes. He didn't get the finishing to it. Farmanov read that attack quite nicely and reacted well. Now finds himself on top. What a difference in height there. Head and shoulders above his opponent. And that's the danger of Axis coming over the top with that left. And as you can see, Farmanov just holding that sleeve, the left sleeve down, trying to avoid coming over the top. Those long legs hooking in. But oh, yes! Wave! Oh, well, he just buried him. Well, to be honest, Axis was very predictable. He has done that sort of judo all day. He hasn't changed. The Ouchi Uchimata, you could read it like a book. We could have told you what he was going to do blow by blow. So if we can, Farmanov is a very intelligent fighter, and he was prepared for that. He knew what to do. He just waited for the opportunity and took full advantage of that. Wonderful.
Spectacular finish from
definitely.
Uzbek there. Let's take a look at the highlights from this one.
And there you have it. He waited, he caught just around the hip, he got that was trying to get that arm off, that left, but he controlled the left down, but he did the Ko-Sota at the back. He didn't manage to get the left hand down, but he did control it nicely, that he couldn't put any more pressure. It's a lovely finish. No argument with that. Yoichi Ko-Sota was there and planted him. Two hands actually on the elbows, squared him up, planted him down, flat on his back.
Yeah, no sign of the back number. That's normally an indication that it's not flat. It disappeared. So did the advertising, which is even lower down. So everything went.
Beautiful bit of judo there.
We've got a second bronze medal contest coming up now. Yoshida Yuhei of Japan faces Mohammadi of Iran. It's Yoshida in the white judogi, Mohammadi in blue.
Oh, world ranked 163 there. A bit further down the chain. Rami Shemarov was the referee. Lovely chap he is. He's doing extremely well out there as well. He's a good referee.
On his way up. Just the one slip up for Yoshida earlier on today. Who was it that downed him and put him into this
Jakova.
bronze medal contest? Did he lose to Jakova?
Jakova, yeah.
That was in the quarterfinal.
Quarterfinals, that was very messed up.
Yeah, he had to get past Niels Stump of Switzerland after that. Well, you know, someone's got to lose. We've just ended up with two really good fighters in this head-to-head. Yoshida impressed us early on. So did Mohammadi. He fought really well earlier on.
Mohammadi was one of my favourites for the day.
Enjoyed watching him.
And he's been a very exciting player. And we have Smaglov, who's the #1 seed in the final. So yesterday the #1 seeds were falling very quickly, weren't they? But we've already had one #1 seed in the 63s that's gone through to win. So maybe it's all going to go different today.
Yeah, Loretta's referring really to, you know, yesterday's carnage of the #1 seeds. Only one of them came away with a top finish, was it?
Yes, it was.
We had 5 in
that was
there.
the #2 seed that came through to...
Billadid was #2 seed, and
yes.
she came out.
And
she came to
came out
win.
top, yeah.
Kwan was the #1. She fell at the last hurdle as well, losing in the under 57 kilo category.
Oh, lovely Sutemi Waza, controlled quite nicely.
And Jakova was the #2.
That's right.
So we could have brother-sister today, because Jakova is up next.
Jakova's up there.
It's not just the Abe family then. Abe Uta and Abe Ifumi were gold medal winners at the Tokyo Grand Slam. So even if the Jakovas do this, it'll only be a Grand Prix, but hey,
Yes,
what a performance.
Amazing.
Single Shido against Mohammadi as he goes up against Yoshida, who looks to have
He's got a very strong
stiff arm
right-handed
there,
grip there. He controls nice. Not too stiff. He's got a slight bend in the elbow. Oh, yeah. That was going. He was so close. Hey. I thought it was all over and done with there. He was so close with that Osotogari. Mohammadi, as you can see, he's testing the water again. So Temiwaza Sumigesh came in over the top now, looking for an opportunity in Niwaza, but it's clamped down.
Blocked the two things well, that clamp on the attempted Niwaza, and then the little Satemi was there, killed it dead.
Yeah, he's a powerhouse, isn't he? He's very, very strong looking. Little bounce there from Mohammadi. Still looks like he's got quite a lot of energy to give in this contest. 1.5 minutes remaining in the match. Yoshida. Ooh, coming in with the Sianagi, following it right throughout the back door, and now straight into the Niwaza, looking for an opportunity. Turns him over quite nicely. Really needs to start tidying up the top. Looks for the arm lock, but most probably not one of the wisest moves. His legs was caught up there and overstretched himself. Against an athlete like Mohammadi, you've got to can't just play at it. Koichigari there from Yoshida. He's got that right hand on the collar, drawing his opponent's head down. Satemi was her attempt again, and as you can see, Mohammadi just blocked it. Clamped it down, really wasn't going anywhere at all. So half a minute, one Shido Mohammadi picked up earlier on in the contest. Well, Mohammadi's still going at him. He's very strong and he looks extremely fit out there. Yoshida's starting to look a little bit weary out there, I think. The head goes down, he's got the arm around the back. Which really should be... Well, there's another attempt there for Sutemi Waza. Again, didn't work. Needs to start thinking of an alternative plan out there.
Well, they've gone into golden score, and beginning to remind me a little bit of the Fujisaka Akhadov contest yesterday, Japan and Uzbekistan.
Oh yes, he just blew a gasket, didn't he? Got so tired near the end.
This time it's the Japanese and Iran, but it's got that feel to it with Mohammadi and Yoshida having picked up a penalty apiece. Maybe Mohammadi's got that, kind of staying power.
Well, he looks to, he's now stepped it up to the next gear, hasn't he? Look at the strength. He's controlling his opponent quite nicely. Steps across with what looked to be very close to a big harai there. The leg was off the ground. Both of them are picking up another Shido.
Nothing happening.
Well, I was surprised because there was that attack, that forward attack that looked like the Ashigaruma Roguruma sort of style, and that was just before being awarded the Shido. If you wanted to divide them, well, that was one attack, wasn't it? And one strong one. So slightly unfair, possibly, for Mohammadi. Comes in for the drop there, and again another attack. He still looks like he's got so much life in him, hasn't he? A real spark in there in his judo. Reactions are good. Power as he comes round that back and controls the back of his opponent's gi. And there's using his feet, showing how much energy he's got. There's Yoshida's got to be very careful. He's got to start coming back or he's going to pick up that third and final Shido, I think. Needs one good attack now. There's one, the Ashiwaza. Koichigari attempt, but just not in deep enough to say that he really meant. Oh, an Uchimata. Well, that's kept him out of the hot water for now, but still needs to keep piling on the pressure.
Yeah, it's down to Mohammadi now to come back with something after that Uchimata effort from Yoshida. Up until this point, it's been reasonably well balanced. Just that single attack in there, just shading it now for Yoshida if he comes back with another attack.
Well, the referee's having to have a word with the coach there. That side coaching at the side. Well, as we all know, it's not allowed unless there's a mate situation. It's another drop, Sianagi. Yoshida coming round the back. You can sense he's wanting to come in for the hips, but as you can see, a lovely controlling right hand grip on that shoulder. It's probably the fear factor for Yoshida.
Really wants to get his head up here, Mohammadi. You just,
Oh!
you know, a fighter looks passive when he's got his head down.
Yes.
And keep your head up if you can. Not the easiest thing, but especially when you're that tired. 3 minutes into golden score already. How quickly it's gone.
It's gone very quickly because there's always some action going on. You have that sort of real sense that something's about to happen. You just don't know which side it's going to go. Another attack there from Yoshida.
It was about this kind of time when Fujisaka began to really tire.
He just flaked out, didn't he? He really started to go downhill very rapidly. He gave it. Oh, yes!
Yeah.
Well, that's it. And I think he just clipped the ankles at the Ouchigari to get that score.
In it right to the end.
Oh, goodness, that was good.
Even to the point where he was still trying the counter at the end, but
he
we all
was.
know where that's going.
I think that could have gone either way. This match really was so open.
A very, not gripping, but a very entertaining contest with a lot to look at. And Mohammadi just down by that single score. That was all Yoshida needed. Good contest.
It was a very good contest. Interesting.
This is first medal for Yoshida in the Grand-Prix.
Right, we'll have a look at some of the highlights from this one, and then we'll be back with the final of the under 73 kilo category.
Yeah, you just see him there. He came in what looked to be a Sianagi. He got that reaction from Mohammadi, and then he switched it with the Ouchigari. Yeah, it was real. The upper body was showing a forward attack. The feet just said something completely different. Just fooled him completely on that.
We come now to the final of the under 73 kilo category. Jansei Smagolov of Kazakhstan faces Akil Zhakova of Kosovo. It'll be Smagolov in the white judogi, Zhakova in blue, and here's Loretta Kusak.
Well, no head-to-head, 25 to 22. This grades a third down to a first, to 44 wins to 38, 23 by 20 of Ippon wins, and world ranking 14 tips the balance there. So Smagolov, obviously the number one seed coming into this competition.
Welcome the referee from Korea, Ms. Yoon Soo-hee. And now, please
And
welcome
Jakova,
the athletes.
well, he's been very impressive for me today.
Kazakhstan, 2017
The referee in the middle for this one is Hyun Suk-hee of the Republic of Korea.
And in blue, representing Kosovo, last year under 23 European Championships silver medalist, Akil Jakova.
Smagolov coming straight out with that drop. Beautiful attack, using that head quite nicely. Keeping the hands at bay, as we know with the kategorumi, you just don't touch the legs. Alawazari up on the board now, 2 minutes 45 seconds remaining. Great start for Smagolov.
Well, whatever happens, this is Jakova's first ever IJF Judo World Tour medal. He hasn't medalled in a Grand Prix or a Grand Slam before. 18 efforts he's had
18.
at Grand Slam and Grand Prix level.
And what's his how old is
He's been about for a bit.
Oh, yes! Well, that says it all. Well, he came out fighting straight from the word go, and finished in absolute style there. With
Well, he came fifth in The Hague last a couple of months ago, and he was really disappointed not to pick up a medal. He's got to be a great head because he's got to the final. He's guaranteed himself a medal. No doubt he's going to be disappointed walking off here because he would have wanted to have won. That wasn't to be.
he's showing his flag.
It was Smagolov who came away with a real thumper at the end there. Terrific finish.
Smagolov, right
him.
from the beginning, he started off a little bit slow, and every match in, he's got stronger and stronger, and that was just the icing on the cake for me. That was a superb finish. Also to Gary.
Second effort really brings him down.
Tried the Uchimata, then switched it. But the Osota, it was the Osota, but because his opponent reacted, turned his back, tried to rotate away from it, and just gave it to him on a plate. In fact, just lost the feet, and it was pure upper body control at the end that finished that.
So the fairy tale ending for Jakova wasn't to be. His sister won yesterday. He picks up a silver today,
medal,
but hey.
Goodness me, for someone who's not picked up
Yeah.
any medals at this level, and
First ever.
first ever to walk away with a silver. Some doing, isn't
Yeah.
it?
Mind you, he's been knocking on the door quite a lot. And we had to open it for him today.
Yes.
In you come, pal. You're okay.
That's it, you're ready.
Right, the medalists in the under 63 kilo category are lined up and ready to receive their medals from the IJF Education Coaching Director, Mr. Mohamed Mariji. Presents the first of the bronze medals to Magdalena Kasakova of Austria, and now to Katarina Hecker of Australia. The silver medal goes to Naochi Aimi of Japan. The gold medal goes to Tina Trsteniak of Slovenia.
The prize money and flowers will be presented by federal member of the Tunisian Judo Federation.
الهدية المالية والسرور من عند عضو بالجامعة التونسية للجودو السيدة دليلة ولي.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the national anthem of Slovenia.
And now the national anthem of Slovenia.
Thank you very much. Now, family picture with VIPs and judoka.
There's the winning quartet, Kasakova and Heka, the bronze medal winners, and Noichi took the silver. It was Tersteniak who walked away with the gold medal. Right, we've got the under 70 kilo category coming up next. The first of the bronze medal contests features Gemma Howell of Great Britain. She's up against Michaela Polaris of Austria. It'll be Howell in the white judogi, Polaris in blue.
Well, no head-to-head. 27 years of age, Howell to 20, her opponent Polias, and wins 62 to 51, 34 for Epon and for Polias 31. World ranked 25 to 24, so they're just knocking each other's door down, aren't they, really? Very, very close. This will change it. Whoever wins this will take a little bit further up the chain of the world ranking.
And the referee in the middle for this one is Hanna Safarikova of the Czech Republic. There's a look at Michaela Polaris. There's Gemma Howell. Mum must be watching on at the edge of her seat somewhere.
Yes.
She's a keen, avid judo follower.
I'm not sure if she's here, but normally she does follow
Yeah, she
most
does,
her events.
yeah.
Yes, a very, very proud mummy indeed. So here you have Howell in white and Polias in the blue, representing Austria. And a great start for Howell. Comes in with Cianagi. Howell throwing that right hand over the back there. She pulls the sleeve in, comes in deep, catching the head. Kojigak drives, or just misses out. Well blocked by Polias. But another strong attack, and Polias picks up the first Shido. Starting a little bit of pressure now for the Austrian. With just over 3 minutes remaining in the contest. Howell coming in for a drop Sioi. Wasn't as strong as the first attack that she put in. Once more she comes over that right, round the back. Polia's waiting for it this time. Takes a stab at the front leg, knocking her down into the niwaza. Attempting the shimiwaza, but it's across the face. As you can see by the marks on across the lips of Howell. With the left hand on the lapel, looking to throw that right hand round the back. This time Polyeu's is taking the sleeve to control her as she steps across, but the Howell comes round the back looking for the counter, the Kosota. Polyeu's comes round, as you can see, trapping that arm under the arm, but Howell once again drops underneath her opponent, putting an attack that moves Polyeu's, but not strong enough to get the score. Polyeu's coming around there, the waist there, first into the attack, steps across for the Tayatoshi. Howell comes in with the Ponsianagi, drops in but leaves her hips out. Well, just over a minute remaining. Only the one Shido on the board at the moment. Polyeu's picked up in the first 40 seconds of this contest and carrying it ever since. Howell coming over once more with the Kochi. Lovely attack, and the timing was perfect on that.
Cleverly took the hand away from the top that she'd been lingering with for a little while.
Trapped the arm on the outside.
Moved up and went down. Very, very well done.
So 43 seconds remaining in the contest. Howell now leads with a Wazari. Creeping closer to that bronze medal here today. Can't write Polyeu's off at all. She's quite a strong and determined athlete. You can see quite an aggressive move over there with the left hand over the back and draws Howell down to her knees. A little bit of pressure there. She just traps that wrist, holds onto the sleeve as she came over for that Koji Gak. Lovely attempt there. But now Polyeu's all over her. Coming over the top, drawing Gemma down, making her look a little bit passive there, and she's got to be careful about that.
Yeah, she's decided to close up shop.
Well, I don't blame her. She's got 3 seconds to go.
Yeah.
She can afford to now that she's only got one Shido on the board. And yeah.
I think I'd have burnt my shop down by now. Let's closed it up. Got rid of it altogether.
So good win there for Gemma Howell of Great Britain. Polyeu's gutsy performance there. Sadly got caught at the wrong time of that match. If it was anywhere earlier, then we might have seen more of a comeback there. But timing was just everything with this contest.
Gemma Howell it is who comes away with the bronze medal. 5th place finish for Michaela Polares of Austria. We're going to have some highlights from this one, and then we'll be back with the second of the bronze medal contest. Stay with us.
You can see the highlights on the screen and the victory of Gemma Howell, Great Britain.
يمكنكم تشاهدوا على الشاشة العملاقة بعض اللقطات بفوز بريطانيا.
Right, we come now to the second of the bronze medal contests, and this one features Hilda Jager of the Netherlands. She's up against Nizoi Saki of Japan. It's Jager in the white judogi, Nizoi in blue.
Well, no head-to-head, age 20 to 21, first dan to second dan, 43 wins to 19. Nizoi just slightly disadvantaged on the amount of matches that she's won, but she'll make up onto the performances and the judo that she has and has displayed here today. A real contender for this bronze medal. But Jager just tipping the scales as far as the statistics are concerned as a favourite here for that bronze medal.
The referee in the middle for this one is Sharon Landstreet of the United States of America.
Jager there, as you can see, coming over the top, trying to block Nizoi. Left hand, as you can see, hooking onto and catching that lapel. She hooks into the Uchimata, and yes, lovely attack there. And the referee calling Ippon.
Just in case.
Also the
gives the
Osakomi.
Osakomi.
And Wazari downgraded. Well, they gave it the Ippon.
Yeah, I thought
On the scoreboard it had the Wazari.
First, yeah. It's all over anyway now.
Well, that was a very swift win there for Nizoi. With a lovely Uchimata.
Just went about her business quietly, didn't she? Nizoi?
Yes.
Let's have another look here.
Left hand in there, and the lapel was the driving tool for that. Uchimata. Oh,
Yeah.
no arguments, is there? That's a lovely attack. An angle. Tapping the foot to the rear. Getting the step back and stepping through for the lovely Uchimata.
Good call. Good one for that. Right, we come to the final of the under 70 kilo category. The number one seed, Kim Polling of the Netherlands, faces Roxanne Taemans of Belgium. It'll be Polling in the white judogi, Taemans in blue.
Well, here we have one head-to-head. Polling obviously having that win. 26 years of age, both these athletes. Wins very, very different. 95 to 38, and wins by a pond, 65 to 16. So definitely Polling is up there as the favourite, the number one seed in this competition here today. There you have the road to the final.
Referee in the middle is Yevgeny Raklin. We've had two finals so far, and the number one seed in both those categories has won it. Completely different from yesterday, and then we've got the third of our number one seeds. It could be three in a row. Kim Polling is the favourite.
Oh, definitely, and she's performed very, very well. Steady performance throughout. First match out was Renaud Roy. Wazari there scored, beautifully done, and just didn't secure Yosakomi. Still persevering there,
No, it's
giving
not
up.
gonna, yeah. Something didn't feel right, and Polling decided to end that.
Taman's coming in with a drop Sianagi. Just lost control as she threw that arm under. As you can see, it's round the neck, so lost the control as she dropped under her opponent. Pull-in attempt in a what looked to be a Makukomi there. Wasn't very convincing. Taman's now on top, trying to create an opportunity for herself in the ground. Oh yes, definitely was Ariaseti upon, and the gold medal, a very convincing win, goes to Pauline.
All day. She looks so calm, hasn't she?
She hasn't been really challenged at all. But a very good win there for Taymans as well. She's had a great performance throughout the day, and goes home to Belgium with a silver medal here from Tunis.
Well, the speed which we've gone through today is incredible, really. It's 5:05 here in Tunis, and we've already got one category to go. Let's have a look at some of the highlights from this one.
Dear friends, the awarding ceremony for men under 73 kilo.
حفل تتويج ذكور أقل من 73 كيلوغرام.
We've got the awarding ceremony for the men in the under 73 kilo category. The medals will be presented by International Judo Federation Sport Director Mr. Armen Bagdasarov. The first of the bronze medals goes to Yoshida Yuhei of Japan. He collects his medal.
Representing Kosovo, Akil Jakova. And gold medalist for Kazakhstan, Jasai Smagulov.
Mezahid Farmanov was the second of the bronze medalists. Akil Jakova picked up the silver, but the gold medal went to Jansei Smagulov. Beautiful finish there from the Kazakh fighter.
Dear spectators, please stand for the national anthem of Kazakhstan.
And now the national anthem of Kazakhstan.
Thank you very much. Family picture with VIPs and judoka.
صورة تذكارية لمنصة تونس.
Right, time for what they refer to as the family picture. I don't know where that started, but it's continued and now stuck. So I'm not going to say anything else. That's the term we use. Yoshida and Farmanov were the bronze medal winner. Zhakova took the silver. Smagolov took the gold. Right, back to the action. We've got the under 81 kilo category medal contest about to get underway. Dominik Drzeta of Croatia is up against Kohara Kenya of Japan. It'll be Drzeta in the white judogi, Kohara in blue, and here's Loretta Kusanto.
Well, here we have it, the head-to-heads. Neither one of them have competed against each other. You've got 21 to 23, very close in age. World ranking 28 to 48. So Kohara a little bit further down the world ranking chain. But based on performances today, very, very close indeed. This is going to be a very tough match for either one of them to try and get this bronze medal.
The referee in the middle for this one is Hyun Suk-hee of the Republic of Korea. Who was it that put Kohara down into the bronze medal contest? Stanislav Semenov of Russia bumped him out of the
Put him
final.
out. He's fought very well, hasn't he?
Oh, Drzeta, I think, has had a terrific day. Struggling here, though. Just got to get his head up. Really didn't like that grip.
Kohara looking very negative at the moment, as you can see. Defensive there. Got that sleeve, drawing down on the sleeve. He's going to pick up a Shido there. Well, Drzeta's picked up for holding both sides of the gi. Same side of the gi. So, whoa!
Ooh,
Yes, and
that
he
did.
planted him with that Osotogari. Drzeta just switched off for a split second. What he was thinking of, I'll never know, but it gave Kohara that opportunity to just whip in and finish it off.
Well, it's the second Japanese that Drzeta's faced today. He actually had to fight Yamamoto,
Yes.
Yamamoto Yuji, and he lost to him. He's gone over to Kohara again. I think he's seen his fill of Japanese for one weekend. And you were right, you know, the Japanese could take both the bronze medals because they've shown some real skill earlier on. You know, all right, Kohara came unstuck against Semenov.
Semenov has been brilliant today.
And Yamamoto surprisingly fell to Al-Bayrak, who surprisingly put out Saeed Molahi, the only #1 seed, to tumble today.
Yes.
So what a final we've got coming up there. Al-Bayek and Semenov. But we're going to see Yamamoto next against Eduardo Santos. That's the second of the bronze medal contest. That's coming up now. Eduardo Santos of Brazil faces Yamamoto Yuji of Japan. It'll be Santos in the white judogi, Yamamoto in blue. Loretta.
Well, Santos here, 23 years of age, his opponent 22, first down to second, wins 24-7, but by Ippon's 19-4, and a world ranking for Santos of 10. And that's not to say that Yamamoto isn't up there with the results and the wins under his belt, but most probably out of sight and under the radar, because based on his performance today, he's been outstanding and he's a real contender here for a bronze medal.
And the referee in charge of this bronze medal contest, Hanna Safarikova of the Czech Republic.
Well, Santos, as you can see, just coming onto that mat, looks very confident indeed. Well, advancing on Yamamoto, looking very determined as he advances into the space of Santos. Santos coming in with the Ojigari. Whoa! Well, there was the Ippon. He worked in. It looked like it was going for an Ojigari and for a Wazari, but he used that shoulder to just give it a little bit more of a nudge to get him onto his back. Now, a replay on that to see if it was. The nudge at the end wasn't enough to give him the Ippon, but still, for an opening attack, fantastic judo. Number 10 in the world has already shown the caliber of athlete that he truly is with that opening fight. There, the throw of a Wazari. And looking to just repeat that again. As you can see, he's trying to set that one up. The right hand on the lapel, doing the cross grip, and from the cross grip he hooks in with the Ouchigari, showing for the Sianagi and then switches it. Quite a clever little move. One of the strongest attacks that he has is the Ouchigari. Favours this. Very successful throughout the day with that. Just coming up 2 minutes and 15 seconds remaining. Yamamoto still trying to settle in and get his grips. Hasn't really had that opportunity yet. Obviously confidence a little bit rattled after the first attack from Santos. Looks like Santos is just playing with him out there, really. Doing just enough to keep the referee content and no more. Yamamoto advancing all the time, but doesn't seem to be able to get two hands on him at all. Doesn't even seem to get one hand on him at the moment. There he has the lapel, but swiftly taken away from him, from Santos. Oh, look, Ojigari. Beautiful attack there.
Just managed to turn onto his front.
So close. It looked like a score from here, but the replay will just see how yes, he managed to get off quite comfortably, but the entry was just beautiful. We know the Japanese are very clever with their feet, but there's a flair of Japanese from this Brazilian as he moves around the mat there, and his feet are very dangerous indeed.
Just making things difficult for Yamamoto as far as the grips are concerned, changing them up on a regular basis. He hasn't let the Japanese settle. And again, just not quite enough to come up with the score.
So close. Well, Santos is like a cat, isn't he?
You see what I mean? As soon as he settles, yeah. As soon as he settles, Yamamoto is off attacking. That's what Santos has tried to stop. Always moving, changing things around.
Yes, it's that rocking from left to right. He doesn't stabilize himself at all. He doesn't stop for 1 minute. He's saying he's keeping himself busy, but goodness, that 4 minutes just
gone.
Went so quickly. It was like, didn't even see that sort of ticking down. But Santos takes the bronze medal,
and upsets the chances for the 2 bronze medals for the Japanese.
The predictions went out the window.
Didn't see that one coming, I didn't.
Well, I
Only
think-
based on what Yamamoto had done during the day. He looked really good.
I know he was sharp, but do you know what I think what happened there in the opening seconds when Santos got that Wazari, I think that rocked his confidence.
Changed the shape
It
of
just
everything.
changed
Yeah.
the dynamics of the match completely. He was already then on a chasing foot. He just had to keep chasing, and all Santos had to do is be clever with what he was doing, and he made himself look very busy. But if you think, how many times did he attack? He didn't put himself
Yeah,
on the line.
yeah.
He didn't open himself up for any danger. It was a very, very clever match and a very busy match, engaging all the time, but doing very limited work. All hands, all hips, movement, head, but with very little commitment to get caught. Very clever match indeed for the Brazilian. Lovely Ouchigari there. And that's what just killed it there for Yamamoto. His confidence was crashed.
Eduardo Yuri Santos of Brazil taking the second of the bronze medals. We come now to the final of the under 81 kilo category. Vedat Albayrak of Turkey faces Stanislav Semenov of Russia. It's Albayrak in the white judogi, Semenov in blue, and the referee in the middle for this one is Frank Dirch.
Well, Albayrak, as you can see, wins by a pon. There's none, and I haven't even got him down as a win, so how much up to date that is, I'll not know, but he's obviously had a few wins here today to get him into the final, and we know that. So, and we'll base it on performance today. And Albayrak has had some really tough matches and a long road to this final, but has defeated some outstanding athletes to honour him here in this final against Semerov.
It is only today.
So we can say that he's had 3 matches. So where has he been all our lives? That's
Well,
what I want to
what's
know.
happened is he's come across from somewhere else, from
Yeah, we
another.
haven't got it up to date.
Well, he's come across from another country, so there's a different name, another country, all new information from
Yes.
him.
So he's coming under the radar for us all, and now big shock, there he is in the final.
That's your man there. In the previous incarnation, Roman Mustopoulos has come across from Greece.
All right.
Yep.
Well,
And as far as results are concerned, well, there are plenty of them, and
oh yeah,
loads
plenty
of wins.
results.
Grand Prix gold medal winner already, 5 bronze medals, and so on and so on, and bronze medal at the World Masters. So, been there, done it, and plenty of wins.
It's quite nice when you can do that. I did that once when I
What,
got
changed your name?
Yeah, well, when I got married.
Oh, right, okay.
Yes, I went from Doyle to Cusack and then fought in a World Cup in Germany under Cusack, and it was, is that Loretta Doyle? Is that then? No one really knew until I actually turned up on the mat. It was great. I loved coming under the radar and catching them unawares.
I have to admit to not being known by any name.
I'm sure there's a few names we'd like to be known under. I'm not known under.
I think I was called a few names today.
Oh, I think so. I think so.
Single Shido against Smenov, but I think we're going to have a change in this situation. Bayrak has picked up a penalty for just holding on to one side with both hands, so he collects a Shido as well with 2.5 minutes left to go.
Well, Semenov is looking a little bit more the feisty of two. He's very, very strong in the grips. Seems to be controlling the pace of this match. He throws that right arm, catching the high lapel. Oh, yes! Beautifully done. In fact, it looks so much close to being a nippon. But the Osakomi was on, but then the leg got caught up there, so they took it out, meaning all broken. Semenov still working on that arm. He's not given up hope there. Not yet. Let's see, so first attack. Oh, just didn't have his own body control there as he advanced forward. Well anticipated from the Russian.
What a nice turn that
It
was.
was beautifully done.
It's the sort of thing that when you're trying to coach that technique is impossible, because the body movement, you just...
It's based on real feel. That's
Yeah.
the thing. It's one of those techniques you have to be able to feel that, and you have to get the right reaction from your opponent. And what the Semenov really had the upper body control, and Abarak attempted that, but committed so much with his feet, but just didn't have the upper body control.
You know, when they're teaching you kata, there's always that one where you think you have to step down and drop and turn and everything, and it never really works, does it?
But
Yeah,
here
it
it
worked
does.
beautifully.
Yes. It's what you call perfect timing, isn't it? Kosoto dropping under his opponent. Semenov leading with a Wazari. Timing quite nice on this one. 45 seconds remaining, and Semenov takes another Shido. One more would result in the hand Sokimaki, so he has to really be very cautious here, not to make any more silly errors.
He's got him this time, however. Kamishio Gatami from Semenov. And he only needed to hold him for
Yes, that's it.
the 10 seconds, having already scored Wazari previously. Oh,
Beautiful technique there.
Al Bayrak has signalled his arrival for Turkey.
Well, silver medal there. He's now on the statistics.
With us till the end of the awarding ceremonies.
Three wins under his belt.
جمهورنا الكريم نحبكم تقعدوا معنا لحفل التتويج هذايا.
Gold medalist in blue, representing Russia.
Lovely technique there. And a great win for Semenov.
This is second gold medal for Stanislav Semyonov in a Grand Prix.
Let's have a look at some of the highlights, and then we'll be back with the medal presentations.
And the victory of Stanislav Semyonov, Russia.
بعض اللقطات
So underneath there, there's the drive. Real perseverance in the opening minutes. They're not showing that Yukigoshi there. I've not seen that yet. A lovely finish though here with the Osakomi.
Which I thought was the most interesting part of the contest, because
Yes.
you so rarely see that.
It was an unusual technique, a real demonstration of real feel in judo.
Presented by member of the IGF Coordination Committee of the
Right, we've got the awarding ceremony for the women in the under 70 kilo category.
Judo Federation.
عضو اللجنة التنسيقية المديرة الاتحاد الدولي للجودو، نائب رئيس الجامعة الأفريقية للجودو ورئيس الجامعة التونسية للجودو مستر اسكندر حشيشة.
Bronze medalists are
Medals are being presented by the president of the Tunisian Judo Federation, Sandar Chicha. And the first of the medals goes, that's not Gemma Howell actually, that's Nizoi Saki of Japan. This is Gemma Howell. Picks up her bronze medal. Silver medal goes to Roxanne Taymans of Belgium. The gold medal goes to Kim Polling of the Netherlands.
The prize money and flowers were presented by General Secretary of the Tunisian Judo Federation and Competition Manager of Tunis Grand-Prix 2018.
الهدايا المالية والزهور تقدم من طرف الكاتب العام للجامعة التونسية للجودو ومدير لجنة تقديم هذا الحدث الكبير جراند بري تونس 2018 السيد سمير غضباني.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. National anthem of the Netherlands.
And now the national anthem of the Netherlands.
لنشيد هولندا.
Thank you very much. Now, family picture with VIPs and judoka.
الصورة التذكارية لمنصة التتويج.
There's a look at the winning quartet. Zoe and Howell were the bronze medalists. Taymans took the silver, and it was Kim Polling who ended up on the number one spot, the number one seed. And a happy and smiling Dutchwoman with the gold medal hanging around her neck. Okay, we've got some highlights, and then we're going to be back with the last of the presentations. It'll be the awarding ceremony for the men in the under 81 kilo category. Come back, we'll be here.
Under 81 kilo. So please stay with us till the end of the awarding ceremony. Thank you again for your cooperation.
نشكر جميع الحضور ونقول لهم استنوا معنا زي تتويج واحد اخير بعد لحظات.
And now, the last awarding for today is for men under 81 kilo.
آخر تتويج لهذه الليلة سم ذكور في وزن أقل من 81 كيلوغرام.
Right, we come to the awarding ceremony for the men in the under 81 kilo category now. The medals are going to be presented by IGF Sport Director, Mr. Florian Daniel Lascaux.
And for Japan, Kohara, Kenya.
And the first of the bronze medals goes to Eduardo Santos of Brazil. Kohara Kenya of Japan collects his bronze medal. Silver medal goes to Vedat Albayrak of Turkey. And the gold medal goes to Stanislav Semenov of Russia.
Presented by Federal Member of the Tunisian Judo Federation.
الهدايا المالية والزهور تقدم من طرف عضو الجامعة التونسية للجودو السيد مختار شتارة.
Well, the gold medals have been shared between 9 different countries. The Netherlands, Brazil, Ukraine, Uzbekistan, Russia, France, Kazakhstan, Slovenia and Kosovo have all picked up gold medals. But Kosovo topped the medal table, having won 1 gold and 2 silver.
They've done really well, haven't they? They're
That will
great.
probably change tomorrow when we've got more action from you. But in the meantime, let's listen to the national anthem of Russia.
Thank you very much. Family picture,
Well, our last picture for today, Santos and Kohara were the bronze medalists. Albayrak picked up the silver. It was Smenov who walked away with the gold. Join us again tomorrow when we bring you more action from the third and final day of competition at the Tunis Grand Prix. But from Loretta Cusack-Doyle and myself and from everyone here on the broadcast team, it's bye-bye for now.
Bye-bye.
Dear friends, once again, congratulations to the all athletes, especially all medalists. This was the second day of the Tunis Grand Prix 2008.